Some of the most influential and legendary names in Hollywood have been subjected to questionable medication for unknown reasons, and that is nothing new. For years, we have seen what has happened with stars like Britney Spears, Lindsey Lohan, and Amanda Bynes. All of them lost their minds publicly and went on a downward spiral before eventually vanishing from public view. But what caused the downward spiral? All of these actresses were at the peak of their careers before things went downhill. Who's responsible for this? Once again, Kanye West has revealed some shocking information about the Hollywood handlers and how they have such a big hand in poisoning celebrities or gradually ruining their public image. But how did they ruin Britney's image? What happened to the star? Is she being forcefully held somewhere? What drug are they giving her without her consent? Is this some kind of strategy to deal with stars? All this and so much more in today's video. So without further ado, let's get started. First of all, let's talk about Britney's unfortunate situation and how she was held under a conservatorship where her entire life was being micromanaged by others against her will. The star was not allowed to have kids. She was being forced to work, perform, and was even being given medicines without her consent. It's almost as if they were training an animal, not dealing with a grown and mature human that's capable of making her own decisions. The famous singer came on a podcast and talked about how they were giving Britney regular doses of lithium to control her behavior and to make sure she doesn't have it in her to rebel against her. But how does Kanye know what was happening to Britney?
You know the first time I ever took medication, why I was? Because I got mad at paparazzi.
I'm so sorry.
You know what paparazzi was?
No.
The same one that shot Britney.
Oh.
According to the Donda rapper, the Hollywood handlers had put him on lithium as well in 2016 after he got hospitalized. The rapper surprisingly told the paparazzi about this while they were chasing him as usual, badgering the fashion icon for pictures. In an interview, he mentioned how they tried to Britney Spears him. In fact, he also showed concern over the fact that a similar method was used to kill Hollywood legend Michael Jackson.
When I asked them, how much lithium did you want to put me on exactly? It took them 4 days to answer because they were embarrassed about the amount, right? And I refused to take this, right? You understand that if I had taken the medication, I would not be here and it would have been, he was deeply troubled. We miss him. We love his music though.
Well, they would have Britney Spears too. I mean, look at
they would have Michael Jackson
or worse.
Needless to say, a pattern can be seen in all these cases. Whether it's Britney Spears being given strong medication or Kanye being given extremely strong mood stabilizers for no reason, the Hollywood handlers seem to be out for the biggest names in the industry. In her court hearings, the Toxic singer stated,
"My therapist sat me down in a room and said he had a million phone calls about how I was not cooperating in rehearsals and I haven't been taking my medication. All of this was false. He immediately the next day put me on lithium out of nowhere. He took me off my normal meds I'd been on for 5 years. And lithium is a very, very strong and completely different medication compared to what I was used to."
There can be no possible excuse for administering this medicine to the star, especially since the only thing it did was make her even more miserable. Due to Britney's conservatorship, the star was not allowed to take out her IUD, which meant she could not conceive a child, no matter how desperate she was for it. Not only that, but she was also forced to go on tours, be present for social gatherings and performances, and one of the worst yet most effective ways to control her behavior despite her deteriorating mental condition was lithium. Let's hear it from the Gimme More singer, how lithium affected her. In her court hearing, she stated, "I really couldn't even stand up for myself. I couldn't even have a conversation with my mom or dad really about anything." And for those who don't know, lithium is a very strong mood stabilizer given to people with depression, mania, and bipolar disorder. This drug makes them incapable of physically harming themselves due to whatever emotions might be making them miserable. In Britney's case, no therapist or doctor had prescribed her the medicine, so there was no legitimate reason of giving it to her, besides controlling the poor woman like a circus monkey. And the worst part is that her own father was behind it. In response to Britney's court statement, the only thing that came from his side was his attorney's response, which read, "Mr. Spears is sorry to see his daughter suffering and in so much pain. Mr. Spears loves his daughter and misses her very much." Well, that doesn't even sound like an apology, let alone a genuine one. However, after more than a decade, Britney is finally free from her conservatorship. Instead, now there's a new concern among the fans and the public in general. The star has been in a rather public relationship with her fiancé, Sam Asghari, and for a few days, he'd been posting pictures and videos with the pop icon until the fans got suspicious. One of the fans realized that the videos posted by Britney on social media are actually AI-generated. This means that those videos of the star are not real, and no one has any idea how she's doing. No matter how concerning those videos looked, at least people had the comfort that the star is doing well enough to do whatever she likes and post it on social media. But with the videos turning out to be fake, eyebrows are being raised. Fans noticed that the videos posted by Asghari were suspicious, as the clothes worn by both of them had been already worn, and the pictures were posted in another article. Needless to say, this little trick raised a lot of concerns. Fans suggest that Sam has been posting old pictures and videos of Britney for quite some time just to keep up the facade that she's doing good, but a lot more is happening behind closed doors. One of the most unfortunate things in Britney's case is the fact that the singer cannot trust anyone, whether it's her friends, her family, or even her own lawyer. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. During her court hearings regarding the conservatorship, Britney requested the judges to allow her to be in an interview, and guess what her lawyer said? He advised her not to share anything about her case with the public. Seems suspicious, doesn't it? Considering the fact that public support and protests have played a very important part in getting Britney her freedom, the fact that her lawyer stopped her from sharing her side of the story makes fans suspect that he might be working for Britney Spears, who put the star under conservatorship in the first place. That's all, folks. In today's video, we talked about how the Hollywood handlers are behind the administration of a drug as dangerous as lithium to celebrities to control their behavior, and how Britney's entire conservatorship situation is a mess, and no one, not even her fiancé, can be trusted with it. We will be back soon with another video. Until then, click on one of the 4 videos on your screen right now.